virtual world. I carve out my name, crown on my head, achievements in my sight, every victory earned under the neon light. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. Final Fantasy realms, magic in our hands, battling the monsters, together we stand. Every pulse of the fight, like a rock and roll band. Grinding levels up, it's all part of the plan. From pixels to glory, our story unfolds, chasing down legends with hearts made of gold. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. We rise from the ashes, champions we claim. In this realm of pixels, we're redefining the game. With every duel we conquer, the sound of our name echoes like thunder, we're rising to fame. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. I got my headset on, I'm locked in the game. With every match I fight, seeking fortune and fame. Sniping at the enemies, I'm never feeling tame. In this virtual world, I carve out my name, crown on my head, achievements in my sight, every victory earned under the neon light. Come together, we'll play all night. In this digital space, we shine so bright. LordBiegel, lead and watch the enemies fall. In this first-person dream, I give it my all. Final Fantasy realms, magic in our hands, battling the monsters, together we stand. Every pulse of the fight, like a rock and roll band. Grinding levels up, it's all part of the plan. From
You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking keep making y'all wait. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hi. Cal, Mouse, Wolf, John, Mad Best. Hello, Albert. I guess it's not. Oh, it's not super visible. Hello there, Mayo. Well, if you guys have been in the Discord, you guys have definitely seen the news. Major content creator and debunker of the paranormal, Beardo Gets Scared, has had 3 copyright strikes in a relatively short time period. So short, as a matter of fact, that 2 of them were done just fucking today, I believe. Just this morning. Of course, I get on here and I'm getting freaking notifications. The copyright strikes were from 2 different channels. GCP and then I can never remember Mark's freaking channel name. Not that it really matters. He's a POS in my opinion. So those copyright claims, those strikes, came out not because he was actually using copyrighted material. It came out because of his opinion. And his opinion is that they, as paranormal investigators, are likely faking and or embellishing evidence. Which is his opinion to state. He can do as he pleases with it. And he and GCP have actually had a lot of back and forth over the last several months. And it's very much retaliatory. Very much so. And we all know what that's like, because I had that lovely type of crap. Best not to give them any promo. I'm not giving them any promo. They're if people decide to go, they decide to go there. It's not. I'm not promoting them at all. In the slightest. Saying their name is not a promotion, especially when I'm talking piss poorly about them. I've watched a little bit of their content, and definitely embellishing, without a fucking doubt. But that's what a lot of people do these days to stay big. Hello there, Brooklyn. They use tools and stuff that have been deemed basically bumpkiss, it's just bullshit stuff. And they use that as all their evidence. And Beardo called them out on it, and did what Beardo does best, Oh, Jesus Christ. I actually just got a... I'm going to take that. Jordan actually just sent me a thumbnail for the stream. I appreciate the thumbnail. I think I'm actually going to use it. Personally request people not go to their channels. I request that people just don't speak ill, but I'm going to speak ill because I'm a big fan of Beardo. Beardo was one of the first paranormal debunking channels I followed on my personal account. Quite a long time ago, actually. And I find it all to be a lot of horse shit, and I will not lie on that. Beardo has done a lot for various communities for a long time, and I believe it's because there was a conspiracy to basically commit this act against him. I find it to be very atrocious, and like I said, I can't remember the one dude's goddamn thing. I don't want... No. Wrong button. I want to change that. There we go. I gotta find the other one. There it is. Save it. Hashtag justice for Beardo. Exactly. Nah, I'll take the first one. The first one looks good. Works for me. And yeah, it's a horrid situation. So if they want, peeps could go leave supportive comments on Beardo's channel. Exactly. People are free to go visit Beardo Gets Scared. That's why you stop watching paranormal channels. I mean, people got to make their money somehow, right? And a lot of people in the paranormal stuff have to make their money through embellishing, faking, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, the fucking thumbnail is amazing. If you guys haven't looked at the thumbnail, you guys really fucking should. You are free to drop that in the Discord, by the way, Jordan. That's perfectly fine by me. People are free to always drop their artwork and stuff in there. It's a great thumbnail. I fucking love it. He has gone through and basically removed a shit ton of his debunking videos to help alleviate himself of the issue. Unfortunately, in my opinion, wrong move, but that's just my opinion. Do you have to go outside right now when I'm doing this? You are such a turd. Give me 1 second. Let the dog out. It is a damn good thumbnail, right? How's it going, Jesse? Yeah. I was at work when I got a message from Ray Luge, actually, of all people, about what was going on with Beardo. And I think I was on my my first break at work. I went to the live and I checked it out and I watched for a bit. And then I think I messaged saying, yeah, I saw what was going on. Now, I would assume that he did his appeal. And I assume, are those bees on your comfy trousers? Nope, these are, what was it, a fucking couple of rabbits, penguin, Hello Kitty. They're not mine, they're Shy's, but they fit really well and they're very nice and comfy for when you're wearing jeans for, 12 fucking hours. So, I saw him in there. We were all stunned. Wait, who? What? Saw who where? Other than this, how are you? Who are you asking? Where the fuck was I with that? Oh. These are very much... Thank you, Jordan. These are very much retaliatory. The one guy, Mark, whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, Reluge? Gotcha, yeah. Basically begged Beardo to do a thing on him. And Beardo says, you're using stuff, you're clearly faking, yada, yada, yada. Which... Beardo is very well known for saying that anyways, just about basically every single paranormal content creator. And I say content creator rather than content or paranormal investigator. Because paranormal investigators, he is, sometimes he gives them benefit of the doubt. Sometimes he says, you might be mistaken, yada, yada, yada. Paranormal content creators, Beardo usually tears apart. All right, let's be very frank and very honest about it. He does. Which is fucking his job. It's to be expected from Beardo. Now, I understand Beardo's frustration and fear. Got the dog in now. Because I've been there. I've had those lovely little copyright issues. From fuckwit from ages gone by now. In Beardo's case, considering that the individual basically stated in his own comment section, yada yada, or wherever it was, that it was a conspiracy, basically, to get Beardo taken down, to get copyrights against him, and then basically wanting Beardo on his hands and knees to plead with him to take it away or whatever. It's all a load of horseshit. Straight up and fucking flat out. And, the Horde went in the Beardo stream after the debunk and went nuts in the LGBT community. People are going to do that. Do I believe in it? No. Is it going to happen? It's going to happen forever, unfortunately. Right? Jesus Christ. Goddamn cats. I am not for people trying to remove the livelihoods of other people, right? Unless you've done something where, yeah, maybe you should get put away for a little while, which we've all had that discussion many times over on this channel and several other channels, in fact. Beardo's livelihood depends on his YouTube channel. It depends on his videos. It depends on his viewership. It depends on his donations, his super chats. That's what Beardo's life depends on. And these guys find it extremely hilarious to attempt to ruin that. And that is fucking heinous. The fact that they even said it in comments going, yeah, I'm going to get other people to strike him down, which, hang on, I actually have the quote right here. Hang on one moment. Since working at the factory, my thumbprint doesn't work anymore on my scan. It's kind of irritating me, I'm not going to lie. Oh, and for your question, Cal, no, it was a sheet of metal that tore a lot of skin off my arm earlier today. So, from Mark, I'm not going to say his actual account, because he's a piece of shit. Quit. Throw a marker to at least make sound for one of them. Beardo gets scared, just found out the hard way, don't ever call a legit team fake. Now he has a strike on his channel. This was, about a week or so ago. Fuck around and find out, fake debunker. I don't know what makes a debunker fake, but okay. He goes, who's next? Yes, we will discuss it on our new show coming out, Paranormal with Mark and Andrea. Because that's about as far as it gets, in my opinion. And then someone goes, going to get other debunker channels shut down too then, /next, as a question to this individual. They reply, only if they call real legit teams fake, then sure. I'm trying to be the nice person here to remove his strike, debating, but all his minions are angering me. We are a legit team, and he called us fake. That started this. See, when you make a statement like that, that is being retaliatory. That is no longer trying to get him for actually like copyright infringement or for using your stuff without your permission, because you requested that he does it. And you requested him to give his honest opinion. And he gave his honest opinion. So that individual dropped a strike for retaliatory reasoning. The other individuals, GCP, because everyone knows who they are at this point in time practically, basically followed suit and decided to do the same damn thing. Only they were talking about his sexism and other stuff because they are women. And Beardo is a man. Even though they said very derogatory and harmful things towards him in, I think, a live stream and a video. And I believe in a few comment sections as well, a few private emails or private text messages. I'm not entirely sure which. I got a cat at the door that wants to come in. So all in all, the strikes are all retaliatory, and it's all just straight up bullshit. To go after someone because he doesn't like the way you do an investigation, and he calls you fake. One moment. Again. Yeah. The kitties aren't coming over to the camera. They roasted him in a live stream? Yeah, basically. Now, don't get me wrong. Beardo did say some things about them. It wasn't quite as mean, but he did say some things. Get a camera glitch? Oh, that was because my chair hit the desk. That's all. My house slants a little bit, so my chair slides. Hello, Tay. I figured this type of thing was way more important than doing Minecraft tonight, because individuals think they get a little chip on their shoulder and they're going to try to use the copyright system to obliterate people that they don't agree with. That's what someone tried to fucking do to me before. And I did have a video taken down, but unfortunately for that dumb fuck, I got to put it back up with more information and make it better. So I lucked out. He didn't. Would you fucking quit? You are being a bitch. They're doing it because they're hungry, but they had a late breakfast, so they're not actually hungry. Yes, they did say that if he were to die, they would laugh. They believe that they are clairvoyant in something. Apparently, if you do not believe in that, they say, so then you're a fake. I don't believe in clairvoyance. I do not believe all that much in the paranormal. But that doesn't mean I believe everything is faked. I believe personal experiences are personal experiences. I believe any content creator that is obtaining evidence on a nightly live stream like basis probably is misleading, probably is fake, more than likely greatly embellishing their shit. And if you believe otherwise, you might be slightly retarded. You know what I'm saying? Okay? We have the ability to use our eyes and ears and logical reasoning to ascertain this amazing thing called answers. Question is, are they fake? Answer would say yes. If it's constantly happening, and it doesn't constantly happen for 99% of the people, there's probably a fucking issue. More like 2 jackass. Say what? What you got there going on there, John? More like 2 jackass? Most big paranormal channels are scripted, in your opinion? I don't know if they're scripted or not. Some of them seem like they might be. I'm not entirely sure on that. If you're talking about my videos, no. I only had one ever taken down. And I was able to repost it. Jackasses. Okay. I thought you were talking about the videos. Beardo did not deserve this? No, Beardo didn't. Those 2 channels are definitely going out of their way to cause pain, strife, heartache, struggle for absolutely no fucking reason. I do not wish ill on them per se, but I can definitely say they're pieces of shit and piles of trash and waste of spaces. It is no longer a true believer versus skeptic. It is an ideology where everything I do has to be right and I need to make my money. Beardo would never say anything that foul about anyone else. He didn't say anything like super bad about them, but he definitely did have a clapback. They say they don't use gadgets, except they do, but apparently REM pods and EMF meters, a thing that talks, are not gadgets, which kind of says that he's dealing with. Kind of says what he's dealing with. The thing is, a REM pod is a gadget. An EMF detector or a meter is a gadget. It does have to be turned on. It does have to actually, locate something. And they can be misread. They can be altered. They can create false positives. A callback after that is valid. Clapback, not callback. Different. A callback is something you do when you're trying to get a hold of somebody and they miss your phone call. I've spoken with someone very recently, as some of you do know, because he announced it very clearly that he wishes to do a massive collaboration. And he and I and a couple others have already talked about what we would use and what we would not use. And one of the big things that these little fucking rectangles here would end up being locked up in a car. So that these can't be an interference. Because these, even on airplane mode, are still giving off frequencies. Even if you are not using them, they are. Same thing with walkie-talkies. It was discussed between us that walkie-talkies wouldn't be used either. You would be wearing a wristwatch, and you would have a designated time to be at a designated location, and you would try to make your way to that location within that designated time period. And then everyone gets to meet up. And if they don't meet up, we never got that far yet, and we're still working those little details out. We'd probably send in a search party or something. But that's how an investigation should go. That way you don't have any extra technology which could cause issues. These paranormal content creators continually use things that give off signals. Hence why they're called fakers, embellishers, actors. They do theatrics, right? Debunking channels. Mythos, who no longer has videos, unfortunately, due to some of this type of nonsense, I believe, if I remember. Side-Eye Guy, Boo Paranormal, Beardo, Shape, World of Mr. Gray, Kenny Biddle. They go out of their way to go, here's a problem, here's a problem, here's a problem, and this is maybe why. That's exactly what I plan on doing when my interview with Jordan happens. Going through, hey, I saw these things going on. Here's my problems with that. Did you have the same type of sensation when you were there in person? Right? Getting down to the nitty gritty, whether overnight sees it or not. Yes, it is, Jesse. It's going to happen, Beagle. It might. It might. I'm not going to say is because we don't know the future. All right? It's not. It's just we just don't never know the future. Okay? No Apple AirTag to track you all? No. Still gonna do it. Well, yeah, no matter what, like you were probably gonna do it. You're significantly closer than I am. The interview will happen. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not worried about it. Okay? I'm not. But what I'm trying to get to is a person's opinion on something should not be the end-all, be-all deciding factor on whether or not they get to continue their livelihood. And the fact that these two individuals, these two groups, these two channels have made it their fucking decision on whether or not Beardo gets to continue living the life that he currently has or not is straight up downright bullshit. I don't have to worry. I don't make any fucking money from this goddamn crap. I make nothing from YouTube in the slightest. At fucking all. I really don't give a shit. I can say whatever I want about anybody. Because I have a lot of things that actually protect me so I can do just that. As long as I am not completely slandering them by saying shit that is completely false. Saying someone is a faker in the paranormal, there is no way to prove that that is false. So it cannot be slander. It cannot be defamation. You cannot physically prove that what you're doing in the paranormal is 100% accurate and correct. So you can't fucking do that shit. Shut the fuck up. It's gonna happen. I'm buying everyone dinner. I'll remember that. I'm a big boy. I eat a lot. In my opinion, there should be repercussions on people making false claims. At one point in time, there was. And I don't know if that's been lost or not. However, depending on what's going on with where he is in the process, right? Because I don't know exactly where he is. But I do know there are certain things that can possibly be done to save his account. To save his name. To save his business. I just don't know what step in the process he's actually in. If he's in the very final, perhaps end-all, be-all stage, there might not be any way to save it. And that's the cold, hard fucking truth of the matter. And if that's the case, then every single debunking channel is going to disappear. And that is how detrimental this one instance actually is for people. Anyway, Brooklyn, let me know when it's going to happen. I got a plan to lose my mind. Oh, shut the fuck up. No one will fucking know until I'm like knee deep on the road. Which, yes, I would be on the road because my fat ass is not flying. I would be driving. Copyright strikes have gotten crazy. They have. Like I said, I had strike-like things against me, so I had to take a video down. But then I contacted YouTube to figure out what I needed to do to take care of that issue, and I fucking took care of it. And I got to repost my video, the exact same video that got taken down, and extra. So I saw Beers Live. He's saying even if he keeps his channel, he's not sure what kind of content he'll make out of. Yeah. So I had that discussion earlier with somebody, and I told him that because out of fear, he'd never do debunking again. And it sucks. Right? You'll text her the day it happens. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, well, here's the thing, okay? Before y'all get too deep into that potential collab, it would be months away, all right? So everyone could just bring that down a tad. It's months away. Like spring, summer-ish time. We're good. We're good. He's putting a counterclaim on the first two, and there's a paperwork mistake that screwed up the last one as resulted in this. Okay, so the thing about the counterclaims is if they don't respond in 7 days, he's safe. And even if they do respond, he can still fight back. Like I said, I don't know exactly where he is in that process. And unfortunately, I can't help him. As much as I wish I could, as much as I wish I could talk to him and make him feel a little bit more secure, feel some state of okay, I do not have that ability. I am not on a talking term with Beardo. He was one of the first large creators, other than I think J-Cart at the time, to subscribe to me. I think J-Cart did it first, then it was Andrew, and then Beardo. Hell, I even had fucking Ben from Simply Strange subscribe to me at one point. I don't want to see Beardo lose his stuff. No one does. Oh yeah, don't raise too many hopes. Exactly, like don't fucking get your hopes up too goddamn soon. Like just bring it down. Because in my opinion, reaction / debunk video should be fair use. It is fair use, but fair use does not protect you all the time. That's the problem. Sucks to lose his channel, but others who have done far worse keep theirs. Yeah, it's when you're using someone else's material, the only surefire way to protect your ass is to adjust it. Side-Eye Guy uses a huge watermark that covers every bit of the video he uses to protect himself from small creators, medium creators, and super large creators. You have to do something to that video to protect yourself. I change the saturation. I change the speed. I adjust the brightness, right? You have to do something to the video itself to do it. So what you have to do is you have to take that video, you have to put it up into Adobe or After Effects, whatever the fuck you're using, right? And you have to get it up there. You have to do something to that video and then perform your reaction to it on top of it. That way you are completely safe. That's what covers your ass. Completely. Because fair use only goes so far. Individuals that do live content, like let's say Hassan Piker, Destiny, Asmongold, Tectone at one point, all these bigger people, they can stream the videos, but if you watch them do it, they have to adjust the speed all the time. Because adjusting the speed usually is enough to avoid copyright strike, because you have changed the actual format of the video. If you ever watch Destiny on YouTube, he has the speed almost always at 1.5 or 2. That way he doesn't get those strikes. Hassan Piker's the same way. Whether you agree with those people or not, they know how to avoid it. because they do this stuff every day for a living. Because mainstream can use your video, but you can't strike them. It just sucks. They have to go through all that. It does suck to go through it all, but it's what it is if you want to do reactionary stuff. Pretty sure the watermark intensified on Seg's stuff after Beardo got hit with the first one. Seg changed his thing from the smoky effect to, I think, the watermark, because it wasn't just over the Beardo thing. He actually got hit by someone else, and I don't remember who it was. And that's basically what YouTube told him, is you have to change the footage, and then you don't have to worry about it. Because it's hard to get a copyright strike if you've altered the original footage, because it's no longer in its original format. And then if you also take your time to, watch a little bit of it, talk about a whole bunch of shit, watch a little bit of it, talk a whole bunch of little shit, it changes it up as well. Seg's also been hit. Yeah, he's been hit with copyright stuff, so I started using the giant watermarks. Yeah. I also think he's changed the brightness on a few of the videos. He's flipped them. He's done saturation issues. He has done the zooming in on different parts and zooming out. You have to adjust the footage. That is the only way to protect your ass. I know Beardo for a while was doing stuff like that. I do not know if he did on the videos that they're doing the copyright strikes on. I do not know. I do know that when they are so early in the video, which from experience, I can tell you, when you appeal it, YouTube will send their bot and it will scour through to find whatever that person was claiming. When it was done to me within the first 10 seconds of a video, YouTube scoured it until it hit almost 2.5 hours into my video to say, this is not child friendly. Because at that point in time, that was the thing, is that they were claiming it was not for kids, which none of my shit's for kids. So they went for a 2-year-old video. Yeah, they're going to go for something that he has not had the time to fix. Pretty sure Beardo does all that too. Yeah, so they would have gone back to a time before Beardo started changing his stuff. Which, that could fuck him up. It could, I hope it doesn't, but it's a very good possibility. That's why I don't like doing the drama reaction stuff all that much, because that shit's going to come back on you. Unless you got fucking proof of what you're saying. This guy tries to have a lot of it. That's why I have fucking folders of shit. Just in case I need it. I got folders of it. Hang on a second. I actually have this nifty little guy right here underneath my chocobo. This is my lovely, I think it's like a 2 terabyte hard drive external that I have all my information on regarding all these really touchy topics as my backup proof. So I don't have to worry about that bullshit because I made sure I got copies. He was deleting them as they struck it. Yeah. Well, the problem with that is it makes him look a little guilty as well when you're going through and doing that. So a lot of the review things on YouTube is bots and actually people reviewing things. Yes. Even though he said the bot turned into an Emma or an Emily or whatever it was, he was probably still talking with some form of AI. I don't know. I don't know the responses. I can't say it 100%, but I will assume it was still some form of AI. Mine was AI, and that's why I asked, what can I do to make the situation better using the same material? And it told me exactly what I needed to do, and it's like, oh, I'm fucking fine. And that's what I did. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in his future, and I fear for it. But I will say, Beardo did have the opportunity to not go back after them. Beardo had the opportunity to remove videos that got him a lot of heat. He did not. I've had the opportunity. I own up to my shit. Beardo's owning up to his shit. And that's really fucking strong. But going back through and deleting it now, after the fact, doesn't really help. Hopefully, they get removed. If these people succeed, I fear that we will see a trend of strikes against... You'll see a trend of strikes against everything. Everywhere, all across the board. People have been afraid to do copyright strikes just because of the backlash. In fact, I believe it was around 2 months ago. Two guys were in a copyright dispute, a copyright strike dispute, and a man and his wife ended up losing their lives in Vegas by the person that they were copyright striking. Like, it is a serious thing. It can ruin people's lives. It has literally ended in people being killed because of that. There doesn't appear to be any backlash. Unfortunately, it's going to get worse if they succeed. There can be backlash if the copyright has been seen to be fraudulent, but it's not so much from YouTube's point of view, it's from the community's point of view. Real evidence has been hit too. Yeah, you're not going to get backlash from YouTube, at least not right now. There should be at least a 30-day ban, in my opinion, or even a week ban, something to deter people from doing it. Y'all got to remember, it's all about money. If Beardo and others can find ways to, sometimes life gives us lemons. Yeah, and then you make lemonade and you throw it in someone's face. What's going on, Ghost Wiener? YouTube is covering their own ass. YouTube technically doesn't even have to cover its own ass. It makes money hand over fist because of all the sponsorships and everything else and subscriptions. It doesn't really have to worry about it. It does, however, worry about it if there are infringements. So a copyright infringement, trademark infringement, for example, YouTube will cover its ass real quick because YouTube doesn't want to get involved in that type of a battle. I know. They don't want that. They don't want to ever touch that topic. But a beef between creators, YouTube's not going to fucking care until something drastic happens when they have the ability to stop it. It's all about money. Like I was saying, if Seg, Beardo, let's take J-Cart for example, were to all go after Overnight, right? Overnight releases a video, everyone swarms Overnight just like they did with the Warren estate. Just like I said there, the way it was written was fucked up. I'll never deny it. The way it was written was really fucked up. If they all went after Overnight, right, as a group for whatever, one part in one video, and were able to prove or get people on their side, Overnight could lose money. As Beardo stated in Boo Productions, in Boo's live stream, it's pennies to a creator or a content group that large. It is pennies that they're losing. They may lose, several hundred viewers, maybe 50, 60 subscribers, right? I do not know exactly how large the other two people are that are going after Beardo, but to them it might be more than just pennies that they're losing by Beardo's claims, because Beardo has a fairly faithful following of like what, almost 60, 70 some odd thousand people. YouTube makes more money when drama strikes because everyone's talking about. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, every view and every ad watched is money for YouTube. Every person that pays for the subscription to have YouTube Premium, I think it's called, or whatever the fuck it is, gives them more money every time they watch a video. So from this video right here, YouTube's making money. I'm making not a damn thing. I'm a broke bitch, not a broke back bitch. I mean, I do have a broke back, but not that way. I hope and I pray, and I have tried to reach out to Beardo, knowing that everyone on the fucking planet has been reaching out to Beardo. I hope a little miracle comes through and he gets to keep his channel. I really do. But even in him keeping his channel, it will never be the same. He will always be so fearful of anything happening. Right? It's wrong to go after people for that type of shit, no matter what. Especially when you requested that to happen, because that's what that one guy did. He requested, bothered, begged Beardo to do it. Begged him to react. Maybe it was all the long con type of thing from the get-go. I don't know, but he wanted it. Beardo obliged after being pressured into it practically. And might have been one of the biggest mistakes Beardo's done in a long time. They will not win. He never broke copyright laws. And you're right. He hasn't. The problem I see is that they're going after something different. I think even though there's a copyright strike, I'm assuming they put other bits in there that we do not fully know about. And if they're going after videos that are older, before Beardo started altering the footage a little bit to protect himself, they might have something. I don't know if it was a video on them or a video on someone else. I don't know the exact videos, which really fucking sucks. Welcome in Friday, by the way. I pray they don't win, because if they do, it sets a very bad precedent. If Beardo does get his account completely erased off YouTube, it sets a terrible precedent. When there are so many creators that literally make their living on reacting to other people's content. But it's just that one thing, like, fair use only covers so much. A lot of his followers want to do a petition. I don't think that would actually help. Probably not. It probably wouldn't do a damn thing. I know someone was doing a GoFundMe, like what, Bristol Paranormal, I think it was, which Beardo was not aware of, apparently. So that's really awkward. Don't ever make a GoFundMe for me unless you talk to me first about it, right? Because that's awkward and kind of scammy-ish. I know Bristol Paranormal are not like bad people, especially towards Beardo, but don't fucking do that. Don't ever do that. Make sure you get permission first. Yeah, Beardo specifically told people no GoFundMes, yeah. I think he specifically said that he wasn't going to do a GoFundMe. I don't know if he told other people not to. I don't remember. I think he said, I'm not going to do a GoFundMe. And that's what he was saying, like, by no GoFundMes. But I could be wrong. I was also at work trying to catch what I could while I was, running machines. Because I had my earpiece in, so I could listen at least. Bristol, they did say it on a live. Think they jumped the gun. They might have just a little bit. They very well might have. He told other people not to. Okay. Yeah, I would never want anyone to open a GoFundMe for me. Like, yeah, fuck that shit. Don't do it. I don't know. I'm not gonna say like Beardo is the head of the debunking community, but he is a very well-known figure in it, and it would definitely set a very bad precedent. I know Jeff said that he would shut down his channel if Beardo goes under. I don't know what Kenny Biddle would do. I do not know what World of Mr. Gray would do. I don't even know what Seg would do. Because Seg's actually getting fairly large up there as well. And all it would take is one vile person and out he goes. Especially if it was an old video that he did on them by chance before Seg went around and started editing the footage as well. Yeah, like you gotta respect like his want to not have people just like throw money towards something that might not work. There's enough things that are enough groups that are asking for it. He is more of an elder on the Council of Debunkers. I kind of like that idea. Yeah. Like, I've watched a lot of Beardo. A great deal of Beardo. I've never thought of him as a bad guy. He has always been very kind. Yeah, he's a little hot-headed sometimes. I'm the same fucking way. I have no... there's no way I can say that other than I am definitely that way. Anytime I've been in his live streams, he's always answered my comments. He has usually read a vast majority of them out loud. He subscribed to me after the, prissy bitch incident. Primarily because my wife made him laugh and spit his coffee or whatever he was drinking all over his monitors. Because she said, like, I have to take a tinkle or I have to pee. And I said, thank you for the information. And apparently that made him gimp and he sprayed coffee everywhere. Which is why he decided to subscribe. Just for a laugh. That's all it was. It was just a single laugh that made his day at that moment. And that's why he gave me a subscribe to me. Whether he still is or not, I have no fucking idea. I don't know if you'll ever even see this, to be honest with you. Likely, very few people actually fucking will. But... Alright, Sean, good job. Right. It was literally... And that's what he said, too, in, like, the comments or whatever of a video. Yep, I subscribed. Your wife made me laugh. I sprayed my coffee everywhere. And then he put down her quote and then my, thanks for informing me or whatever. Because it was such a candid moment. It was unplanned. We don't ever really plan our fucking moments. They just happen. And it just tickled him that way. Shy is so funny for no reason sometimes. Yes. You have no idea. Like, you guys get to see a very small portion of Shy. Oh. She does weird things, and it makes me giggle. And she's like, you don't smile. I'm like, if I were to smile and laugh, my face would hurt. I'll just be stoic. I'll be fine. I'll bottle it up inside and have an abscess later on in life. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I don't see a reason at all in anything I've read, in anything I've witnessed, for Beardo to be suffering this type of attack. And that's what it is. It's an attack. But it's not just an attack on him. It is an attack on the debunking community, the paranormal community at large, because it gives this idea that if you are not with the investigators, the content creators, you don't believe. But for them, it's more about the money, because if people don't want to follow along, right, with the script of, oh, ghost, it's that demon, it's that devil, murder. If people don't want to follow along with that script, you ain't going to make any fucking money, right? It's a personal attack on Beardo. From one of the individuals, definitely. From the other group, I'm not entirely sure. I can say that they definitely have their disagreements. And I think that if it was like fully on personal from the other group, they would have done it a lot sooner. They would have done it way sooner, in my personal opinion. But I think that they did suffer a hit to viewership or a hit to their reputation, and they have people in their comment sections and stuff like that to the fuck are you doing? Hang on one second. I had to stop one cat from attacking another. I had to throw a little bit of a marker. It's one of those like little tosses. Hello, Miss Kelly, by the way. Jesse, spam. If only Ann was here. Almost wrote Bigdo. It'd be really awkward if Beardo and I were in the same room together. It'd be a very awkward situation. I think it's just people getting their panties in a twist, their knickers in a twist, whatever you want to say, and trying to ruin this man's life for no fucking reason other than his opinion. And maybe his opinion does hold that much weight, and they are suffering because of it. Maybe not very greatly, right? Maybe they think they are. Maybe they believe that they are. Or maybe they just want him gone so they never have to see his face or hear his name again. And if that's the case, I definitely, completely, fully, totally, without any hesitation, do wish that there was some form of repercussion. I think it's a very, very sad time when people go out of their way to ruin other people's lives over an opinion. Mark appears to be all mouth and no knickers, as my mother is fond of saying. Either way, it's all fucked up what they're doing. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. We can hope and pray that things get rectified in the next few days. And I really hope Beardo keeps everyone on the up and up, with updates or whatever. I do hope he takes at least a day off to fucking de-stress a little bit. Do some meditation. Like all these nuts. Isn't there something about free speech? In the U.S.? Yes. Yeah. It's still censored. It's still monitored. It's not free. Even in the UK, it's not free. I mean, you can say what you want, but there's some form of repercussion. You always got to expect it. Like I've told a lot of people for a long time, I'm from the talk shit, get hit. You're free to say whatever the fuck you want, and then I am free to give you my rebuttal. And that's how it works. So it's the talk shit, get hit type of situation, right? You are free to say whatever the fuck you want. You are free to do whatever the fuck you want, but there will be repercussions somewhere down the road. The one guy who was unapologetically nasty saying he was glad Beardo would lose everything, that's just being miserable. Yeah. Agreed. Like, I made this comment in Boo Productions stream, which if you guys aren't subscribed to me, you really should be. They're fucking hilarious. Jeff and his wife and little Boo, and I can't remember the other dog. I said I do not always agree with what Beardo has said, with what Jason has said, with what J-Card has said, with what Seg has said, even with what Kenny Biddle has said. I've not always agreed with them, but I've still never wished for their livelihoods to be fucking ruined. Yeah. I always want to say Dana, but I think they pronounce it slightly different. And I always fear saying her name because I always think I'm pronouncing it the wrong way. Because it could be Dana or Dana. And I think it's Dana, but I always feel like I'm going to pronounce it the wrong way. So I always go Jeff and his wife because it covers me. But, like, we don't have to always fucking agree with people. We don't have to agree with all that crazy ass shit, you know? I don't agree with all the things that Stone Rock says, you know? I don't agree with everything that Brooklyn says. I don't agree with everything, like, that Cal says. I don't agree with everything that everyone fucking says. Do you want to know why? Because I'm a free fucking thinker and I don't have to fucking agree. And I can still be friends with these amazing people. I do not have to agree with them. I can still be friends with them. I can still wish that they actually succeed in life, that they have good things that happen to them. You don't have to try to ruin someone's entire livelihood because you disagree with them, and so you decide to throw copyright strikes on them. I think Dana... Yeah, they do sound like good people. They are. I don't agree with Beagles. Alright, so number one, you gotta get the laugh right. It's yeah. G-Y-A. Yeah. I don't agree with anyone, unless I do. There you go, Friday. If everyone agreed, there wouldn't be much to talk about. That's very fucking true. Like, it's fine to disagree. And I can disagree with people and not want, you know, to have harm be upon them. If you do nasty shit, well, maybe you should have some harm be upon you a little bit. And if you want to fucking really gloat, then watch your back, motherfucker. Just watch your back. That's all I gotta say. I hate you all. Nope, you did it wrong again. It's gotta have G-Y-A. Ha 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 ha. You're getting closer, Jesse. You're on the right track. How's it going, Raven? Scat little Raven. I don't know, guys. It just... Like, we have a really small community that branches out into much larger communities, and even if it doesn't feel like it affects us, it really, truly does. Right? Like, if this becomes the new precedent, that also means that Jordan could no longer do his movie reactions. Right? It means that people that I know can't react to music anymore. Like, it would literally be the ending of any form of reactionary content ever. That's what this can bring up. If people can be removed because they're a critic and because they speak, you know, an opposing viewpoint, that means anyone and everyone that has an opposing viewpoint to what you determine is good can be removed. You know, they could have actually just like pulled their fucking boots up completely, put them on, and just been like, okay, he don't like us, some of his people don't like us, cool, we're still gonna make the shit that we want to make. and continued on with their fucking lives. And they didn't. Yeah, they do become echo chambers, but I would like to say I'm okay with the fact you don't agree with everything I say. It's part of life. We all have our own opinions. Right? Exactly. Exactly. And that is okay. I still consider you a friend. We still talk privately. You still send me TikToks. I don't have to agree with, like, everything. And even if I don't agree with it, I can still be fucking polite about disagreeing. Like, it is not the end of the world to disagree with somebody. But when someone's opinion becomes your sole obsession and you decide to just eradicate their livelihood, which for Beardo, that is his content. I mean, yeah, his wife works, she does, Mrs. Geek, but no, that was like the grand total was like 104 to 106. You sent me 46 in like a 5-minute period. That was way too much. Wasn't prepared for the endless amount of TikToks. They could have made a counter reaction to Beardo's content on them. They would have get more, like, yeah, they would have. But then maybe they fear that eventually they would lose viewership or something, which I understand people fearing that. They shouldn't. It's okay to have a back and forth. It's okay to make content about somebody. Oh, so do it again. We had an agreement. No more than 20 at a time. We had an agreement. Okay. So for those of you that are curious about it, it only happened because I think she was sending them and then went into an area where she didn't have cell phone service or something, because it was like right after the live stream ended, several nights ago or whatever it was. And then they all just poured in on me, just like instantaneously, just all at one time. So to do that, to completely just try to destroy some livelihood over a difference of opinion is a terrifying level of insanity. Yes. From everything Mark has said on his channel, he's made himself look like a douche canoe. Well, I mean, there's a lot of them that we know about, isn't there? There's several people that are douche canoes that just go out of their way to stay fucking douche canoes. And you can't help them at all, but, maybe give them a paddle and hope to God they paddle themselves over a fucking cliff some days. Taking that short... no, correction, that long walk on a very short pier. I don't know enough about him per se, but I have watched the other group a time or two. Yeah, we don't need to do that, though. I'm pretty sure we'll get something involving that particular individual sometime again soon. I have a sensation. And every time I get one, I'm always fucking proven right, and it's really pissing me off. So I should really get the sensation that, hey, I'm going to do a freaking collab with Jordan. I'm going to do a collaboration with Jordan. Going to have a collaboration with Jordan. Brooklyn, Andrew. And just start naming off all of them. I really do hope that Beardo continues to get the support and that eventually, in the next week, something positive happens for him. I really do sincerely hope for it. I was actually pissed off the majority of my time at work over this crap. We'll get the hose. Get those two in the same area. I might have to have a fucking spray bottle or something. Back down, bitch. Back down. No, put it away. Put it away. Down, doggy. Bad. If his name is Mark, then he's a real douche canoe. Sorry, I never met a good person that was named Mark. I'm sure there are good ones just never met. I had a couple that were actually really nice. Mark the Sarcastic Law Student is actually a really good guy. He's a great mod for Heart, so can we do the jet stream setting? Maybe. Spray it as a stream instead of a mist, yeah. Like, if that collaboration were to ever happen, I'd be fucking stoked on my goddamn mind. But I've already made the decision that my channel, if I were to post anything about that entire ordeal, would all be raw footage. So every fart that were to happen, every giggle, every sneeze, every off-the-cuff comment would definitely be on mine. I want all raw footage. Yeah, Mark the Law Student's actually really a good guy. And I used to have a buddy named Mark way back in like high school. The guy whose mother would make me a bucket full of banana muffins. I really miss her banana muffins. But I sent one TikTok, that's my limit. Wait. Fart equals a gas demon. See, I had a weird thought that like friggin' fucking Jay Cart, if he and I were being like investigating an area, I would do it like purposely to walk away from him just to see what would happen, see if he'd get all freaked out, and then I'd try to scare him and see if he like shit himself, just for the fucking fun of it, because I think that'd be hilarious. Then I'd feel really bad, because I'm pretty sure I will terrify them as I just get out of the vehicle, because they will all be primarily like in the same area, other than Brooklyn. She'll have to fly out or whatever. I gotta fucking drive goddamn near 10 fucking hours. I'll be getting out of an itty bitty little car, and it's a big man. Like, oh, better be on your best behavior. Shit. I always felt if Jordan and Brooklyn did a YouTube channel, they'd be their themes that would be whip it from. Now whip it. No, yes, Cal. I remember. I have it on my list. Thank you. I remember. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully the rest of the week goes well and we hear good news. Stay away from me first. The fuck, Jesse? I mean, technically I'd be driving past, technically, but I'm not stopping in Milwaukee to get you. Also, Kimberly, you're never late. You're fine. You're fine. No one's ever late to this stuff. Always makes me what the fuck when a tall person unfolds himself from a small car. My buddy that was a 6'7", Gardner, I've talked about him a couple times. Shortly after high school, he was driving a Volkswagen Beetle, so watching him like unfold himself out of it was whole fucking hilarious. So, also Jesse, didn't you want him to adopt you? Never happening. 3 kids is enough. I don't need an extra. I mean, yeah, you can have Shy adopt. That's fine. She and I are not married, so we're golden. Beagle Squatch. I mean, and then I have the fear that, Jordan will bring one of those fucking goddamn clown masks and do the same thing out of the shadows at me, and I'll be so goddamn pissed off. Like, I had a dream last night, okay? Last night. That I was sleeping in my car near the location that we've discussed. And I woke up to a tapping, and it's a fucking clown face, and I kicked the window out of my car. And it was Jordan on the ground saying he was very sorry and that he would pay for it. So I really hope that doesn't come to fruition at this point. Like watching a person come out of a clown car, kind of, yeah. Hello, Chris. You got my name close, not quite. You gotta switch the E and the L. Yeah, no, it wasn't a clown nightmare. It was a nightmare of like that specific like situation. So, how generous of him. Yeah, no, that was the first thing when I got out of the vehicle. He said sorry and that he'd pay for it. Yeah. Oh, it's autocorrect. That happens a lot. It honestly happens a lot. Sorry to hear that, Kim. Jake Hart would be a short clown, though. He could still look in the window. Okay, hang on here. Speaking of short. So my buddy from work, right? Small Viking. He had his height measured today, and he was told to take his boots off. And he is now officially shorter than Jordan is. I think he said he's like 5'6" and an eighth. So he was very, very upset. He's like, that fucking pissed me off. They made me take my boots off. He's like, it gives me damn near 2 inches of height. He's not that short. Again, people that are like around that 5'6", 5'7" range, they're only up to here on me. Like up to my shoulders, my collarbone, right? So to me, being a full head taller than someone like that is, yes, I am much taller. They called him on the tread lift. He was so upset. Francis, hello, Francis. The original topic wasn't great, but we're trying to, make it a little bit better for ourselves to giggle a little bit. I was 5'6", now I'm 5'4", lost 2 inches because of my back. 5'10". Oh, Friday, you're short. You're like almost 6 foot, so you're good there, I guess. You'd probably be considered a giant by the overnight crew. I wouldn't know what to do if I actually was with the overnight crew, to be honest with you. There's Anne, somewhere in the world. Well, at least I know where I am compared to you. Yeah. Short, young, and on the wrong side of Wisconsin. 5'2", my husband is 6'2". 6'4". My Shy is only like 5'3". She's 5'3", but she got a big booty, so it all kind of works out, No worries. My other half is 4'1". Holy fuck. That's shorter than Cal. Nah, I'm on the side that doesn't have to deal with the nasty, like, Great Lake winter, okay? We got much better shit on this side. Also, we're a lot closer to Mall of America, man. I spam, yeah. Oh. Cal suddenly feels tall. for the first time. I am a bit of a bully, but people keep coming back for some reason or another. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I keep getting told it's because I'm easy to talk with, and I put people at ease, but I'm not sure if that's right. I think I put people on their knees, but I could be wrong. Church Bob. No, I really gotta make a shirt for that. Yay, Mall of America. It's really not that good of a location. I think I've only gone like 4 times in my entire life. God damn it, Alpha. Would you stop doing that? That brings up way too many things and I can't fucking go through and read everyone. Second playthrough of Mass Effect 1. You put people to sleep. I do put people to sleep. I have no fucking idea how, though. Cal ate her Wheaties today. We like you, and yes, it's true. You are easy to talk to. I don't think I'm that easy to talk to, but that's what I keep getting told. I've got once, and it was not a great experience. Oh, you've gone once. Gotcha. I mean, that's what I've been told by multiple people thus far over this last, like, week, is that I'm easy to talk to. Amen. Oh, I don't know if you guys actually heard that pop on the microphone, but that was my chest. Just an insomniac. I'm trying to sleep it off. Shit, it's only like 9 o'clock in that night over here. Oh. I always worry like what can get caught on there. The people we've mentioned and stuff like that, don't go and pester them. Don't make the situation any worse. There you go. That's my warning. Didn't Beagle's lullabies put you to sleep? Yeah, Jesse fell asleep to me before. You're breaking yourself, Beagle. No, okay. So when my back gets stiff, usually I have to grab my chest and pull it back, and it'll pop the back, and it will also pop the chest. Hayden the Rizzler. Oh, well, you'll never find out. I just finished the 3 hours that Beardo was talking. Broke my heart. Yeah. Do have to hop off working tomorrow. Have a good night, Kimberly. Have a great night. Washing some dishes, so if I miss anything in chat, that's why. Nah, you're perfectly fine. You summoned Rhythm. Too lazy to go pestering anyone. Yeah. Just, I don't know. You're supposed to say that don't go do shit because it's supposed to cover your ass, but in reality, whatever people do is what people do. You can't fucking stop them from doing that. You'll know because you're gonna do that. Thumbs up for you. Flapjack, if you would please, Alpha. Have a great one, Kimberly. Yes, have a good night, Kimberly. Too much work to go into some randos comments. All I have to do is put my left arm down and turn it up and continuously pop so you can see the bones through my skin. Yep, I'm good at that. Fuck that shit. Oh, sorry, Kimberly's not leaving. Chris is leaving, right? My bad. Yeah, sorry, Chris is leaving, not Kimberly. You guys actually have like the same colored name on my screen, so I got confused. My bad. My apologies. That was me. My apologies. You guys saw it was her, but you saw it was Chris. I thought it was Kimberly because they got the same name. Same name color from what I can see. Silly goose. Silly seagull, maybe. Not quite the goose. Hello, cat. What do you want? You want to do a kitty cameo? Yes? No? Apparently not? Okay. There, now we got it all straightened out. It's Chris, not Kimberly, that's leaving. Apparently Remy doesn't want to do a kitty camo. She won't come in my lap, so. Remy. There we go. It's Remy. Little freaking spaz cat. The one that always goes after... Well, the one that always picks a fight with Shiori, but doesn't actually go after Shiori. People are so fucking weird. I mean, people have, you know, their own attempts at stuff, right? I mean, it sucks that they think that's what they gotta do to get somewhere. Instead of just enjoying themselves, they want to do that stupid trolling bullshit. But I mean, I'll take the viewership. Appreciate it. I mean, the cat's here. She decided to show up. Which kitty is Remy? You look very, very, like, untrusting of me. Should have named her frickin' Flip. She was in a very playful mood. What are you doing? Yeah? Is that the spot right there? Under the chin? Oh, yeah. It's not the tater tot or the parrot kitty, but I'll take it. Yeah, it's not Sylvester Tater, unfortunately. Yes, you guys get to have a little kitty. It's just a cat ass, but I mean, it's there. It's something. I don't know. Yeah, Remy is so good about, you know, giving that brown star. Big old dirt star and all that fun shit. Very twitchy tail. Yes, yes. I mean, she's a very twitchy cat in general. Like, she's very, very jumpy. Like, you could try to be cuddling with her on the couch or in bed or whatever. You make a slight movement and she's like, ready to just go. No, she isn't hitting me. I'm too far away from her to do that. You can see she's paying attention to, like, everything. She is extremely observant, like, all the time. It doesn't matter what you do. She's always just watching and listening. She's cute, though. That's my view most mornings. If you two had any type of sense, they will be unbiased but doubtful. Yeah, I don't know about with the... I think he was dealing more with a AI for the majority of it. And if he did, you know, fill out one bit of paperwork incorrectly, that could hurt him a bit. I don't know. I really hope that, you know, we get positive news, and I hope that he gets to keep his channel. But like I said before, even if he gets to keep his channel, it won't be the same. I'm just like severe fear. It just won't be the same. Any idea why I keep getting weird glitchy YouTube? Is it because, like, I'm hitting the desk? So far, stream it's happened 4 or 5 times. It all depends. Have a good night, Wolf. Good night, good night, good night. It is, and seems like it doesn't take much to get there. Yeah, definitely. Gotta think a nickname for the other two. Well, Shy always calls Remy Flit. Remy's actual name is Remington, and her nickname is Remy. But end of an era, and it hurts a little bit, to be honest. It does. It hurts to know that the trauma and fear from this entire situation will likely alter his content for the remainder of his career if he still has one. Your video goes white with weird flashing color glitch blocks last 2 or 3 seconds. Huh. I was going to say, I haven't been able to see anything like that, and I've only got like 14 missed frames out of like 329,000. So the stream has skipped and repeated a few times for me, but no visual glitches. Interesting to know. Yeah, like I don't have any encoding lag. I don't have really like any missed frames at all. So if it happens, refresh it. That's the best I can give you. That's all I got. Might be interference of the wires somewhere. I mean, it's always possible. I am moving my feet, and my feet are by the wires, which is always possible. I also don't have any cartilage between my knee bones, not to mention the phantom pains from 2 brain surgeries.
Girl, you need to stop doing life. You need to stop trying to hurt yourself. Just lay down. Enjoy warm beverages.
I think YouTube has lost. I am assuming you're trying to say has lost a lot of people's respects by auto-siding with the claimant. That is a Twitch TOS violation on their part. Yes. The chat has glitched for you a couple times. Yeah, all I can say is that you just have to refresh it. Because like according to OBS, I don't have any issues, but I don't know what YouTube might be encountering right now either. I just got another Discord message. What's this one? You sent me a link of my own thing? You sent me a link to watch my own stream. You'll wait till after showing me the timestamp? Okay. I'm not all that concerned. Like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not saying it didn't. Like, it doesn't bother me. If there was a glitch or two and people say there was a glitch or two or whatever, that is what it is. I can't help it. I mean, that's like Boo Productions. They seem to pause when I watch them too. It could be a hit in my bandwidth, or it could be something else. So you're your own stalker. How about that? I do not like hearing my own voice. I hate going through these videos and trying to find stuff like for boss fights or whatever, because I hate my own voice. So I really hate having to do like any rewatching of my own content. You're not a failure. There's no reason to call yourself a failure. Doing that doesn't help the situation, just makes it worse, so don't do it. What the hell is this? Cooling over the next 4... Oh, my. That's a lot of rain. Oh, it's going to drop down below. Oh, it's going to be in the teens this week. Oh. Well, that's fucking great. And the single digits next week. Lovely. Looks like I'm going to get some freezing rain the next day or two. Relatable, you are not, Kim. Exactly. Not a failure. Every day I open TikTok, I get a Beagle video. You follow me. What can you expect? We have had an interesting evening. Sam is fine. The van is a write-off. Apparently the light pole won. Took out the front axle. Busted the struts. Good God. And here I just have a fucking transmission issue. We only got the one vehicle right now, but a lot of rain. Had a week of rain, bit of a reprieve, and then wet weekend. Yeah, it's supposed to get down to the single digits by the weekend for us. So that means all the rain we're going to get this week is going to turn into fucking freezing. It's going to make the roads all slick and shit. Luckily, I'm not far away from work, and I get 4 days off. So my last working day is Wednesday, and then I'm off. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't want to feel. We've all been there, Kimberly. We've all been there at one point, or two, or three, or maybe like several hundred times in our lives. And when you get that way, one of the best things you can do is just take a breath. Put on some feel-good music sometimes, or a feel-good TV show where you already know what's going to happen, and you sit down and do your best to enjoy it. Because it happens to everybody. There was ice on the sidewalks this morning. Fuck that. That means I become paler than I already am. Well, no one knows how pale you are, Jesse. Unless they see a little tiny hand video. Then they might be able to give an idea. But otherwise, no one has a fucking clue. The worst kind of weather was in an accident one time because of it. BRB, my chicken's burning. What the fuck you doing here then, Ann? Go get that chicken. I really do hope that there's good news for Beardo, and I sincerely do hope that this shit doesn't go down and go worse or whatever. You're waiting. He hit ice and did a 180 onto the grass and smacked the driver's side front wheel. He avoided hitting anyone else and walked out without a scratch. Damn! Man got lucky. Hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. Going to miss my dad a lot that day. We will be doing nothing because Shy works Thanksgiving. So we'll be doing absolutely nothing on it. Music helps a lot when you're down. Yes. Music helps me a lot. So does a good comfort food like chicken and dumplings. Something that makes me remember easier times. What else makes me feel better is not looking at all the abrasions and stuff that's covering my body, but
you can't get away from it, unfortunately. It's just there. Yeet.
Ouch. Yeah, glad the man's all right. I do know that some people are going to be very happy just slightly after Thanksgiving because the 29th is only 5 days away. And on the 29th, we will be doing our character creation stream for Eldaroon, Age of Wretchedness. So that's kind of a cool thing going on. Tomorrow, something I'm doing this kind of rant thing today and talking with you guys today. It will not be a Talkative Tuesday. Maybe we'll try to do Minecraft tomorrow. I don't know. We will see. Hopefully I feel a little bit better than I did earlier because I had a terrible fucking headache, which is why I didn't want to do Minecraft. And this was a topic that should be discussed because a lot of people get this type of copyright shit against them all the fucking time, and it's never good no matter what happens. So there's been some songs Beagle has sent me that I've been listening to on and off these past couple days. Good. Bit shaken up. Fortunately, we haven't just parted with his other vehicle, a repair to the heater, and we're all good. Well, hopefully you can get that heater taken care of quickly. Of course you vote Minecraft, hey? Why wouldn't you? See, the thing is, I was drinking water, and I even had some sugar to help out, since I usually need a little bit. I went through almost this entire thing at work, and work wasn't very difficult today either. I wasn't doing anything overly strenuous, but I did end up just getting this terrible fucking migraine. Came home with it, still had it for a while, took meds, ate, took a shower, and it started to feel better after a while. The music puts you in a good mood. Good. Did you listen to the other ones I've been sending? What was the fucking last one I sent you? The one by the lady that did the music for Kingdom Hearts. I'll be able to tell if she did, because normally she gives a reaction of some form on it. If I scroll a little bit, I don't see the reaction. She must not have done it. Could be lighting at work to cause headaches. No. I'm pretty sure I know what it was, but we have an individual at work who may or may not be partaking in the devil's lettuce, and then proceeds to douse themselves in what smells like Axe body spray. And I think the fumes from whatever scent this individual bathes in really got my my senses going. I'm fairly sensitive to certain types of smells and noises, but I had an earbud in this ear, which is my dominant ear, and the dude like literally just smelled like just doused him fucking self. Gasp, jazz cabbage. Oh, I'm glad you're liking the latest batch there, Jesse. I thought we were doing character thing on Friday, not Saturday. No, the 29th is Saturday. 29th is a Saturday. That way, Alpha's around if I need him, while everyone else is doing other shit. Could be getting a cold. I've had a headache the past 2 days plus a cold. Ugh. No, it is not. My husband ordered over $1,000 in parts to fix his truck, and instead of getting the stuff he ordered, he got a box of religious stuff. Wow, that's interesting. Definitely very, very different. Allowed to smoke and then work machinery that could kill you. So the individual that douses themselves, they primarily just cut certain items. They don't do a whole lot other than that from what I've witnessed. They're very limited on what they actually do. And they just smell. There's no reason for them to smell that strongly unless they're trying to cover up something, if you know what I mean. Right? No, it is not legal here. No, you cannot smoke it at work. Type of situation. Fuck, Alpha and I won't be there. We are moving his brother and sister all that day. Oh, that sucks. Well, good thing it won't be until later at night. But I forgot you guys were moving them. I totally forgot about that. That sucks, Tay. I guess you can't make a character. I guess you'll have to watch the video afterwards to do it. It was through Amazon? If it was through Amazon and getting religious stuff instead of the actual parts required, that sounds really weird. I'd be tempted to accidentally report them anonymously. Like, overall, that individual isn't bad at work. They basically leave me alone, but they came over to assist me with something, and it was very overpowering. You guess I do have taste? Fuck off, Josie. We might still be out come nighttime because they have a lot of stuff. Hey, I mean, if you're gone, you're gone. It's just the way of the world. I'm not going to be too butthurt over it because, I mean, you can always catch on the video at a different point in time for the character creation stuff. It'll always be around. I think it's Axe body spray. I don't know. It could be bod or it could be anything, but it's definitely like a spray because it is extremely powerful. His dad has good taste. They're not songs that my dad would listen to. I can definitely tell you that. He's going to be making a phone call in the morning. Just sucks because he really needs to fix the truck or one vehicle. Right. Yeah, our other vehicle's got a issue with its transmission, so as far as coworkers go, it could be worse. Yeah, like the coworkers are relatively good. Majority of them just leave me alone, so it's not so bad. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but the guy kind of has like a pug nose. If you guys have ever looked at like an actual pug, he kind of has like one of those noses going on. So it's kind of flat. So maybe he doesn't smell very well to begin with. I don't know. Oh, Pop Stars by KDA. Great song, by the way. It really is if you haven't listened to them. Look them up on YouTube. You should. They did amazing work. They've made several amazing songs. Unfortunately, they're no longer a band, but they were quite good. And if you go into them, then you have stuff like Stray Kids, and you have, what the hell's her name now? Fuck, I can't remember who made the song Bubble Bubble Pop. Damn it. There's also the guys that made the song Mr. Simple, which was covered by Aloe Waterdee and Peter Hollins, and I can't remember their fucking name either. Could you start on pugs? See, we got the stream to go to a positive direction after a while. Mr. Wayne Dawson, hello, hello, hello. I saw you earlier. I think I forgot to say hi earlier, but I did see that you said hi to me. But it was scrolling by very quickly, so I don't think I actually got to. How are you doing, Wayne? We're trying to talk about music and lighter things now after discussing all the nastiness and kind of venting about all that earlier. And Jesse, it's a good song. It really is. No, that's what a talkative stream is supposed to be for. It's what my little rants are supposed to do. That I am supposed to go off on a tangent. You guys either follow, disagree, whatever happens type of situation. Can't sleep, so here I am. Jesus, Sway. Thank you for stopping in, Sway. I know Beardo's getting a whole shit ton of support, and I really hope I really, really hope it works out for him in the end. Like, he's got, like, people all around the world supporting him. There are some people that are definitely against him, but even those that were, like, people that he debunked or whatever were actually talking in favor of him. At least some of them were, so. My grandfather had his cologne that made it hard to breathe. I have a cologne by Ralph Lauren, but I do not use it very much. I use it very sparingly. I almost had a full-on crash out at work tonight, only a few hours left. Thanks for streaming and keeping me somewhat sane tonight. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help, Francis. Bro's phone is probably blowing up. Whose phone? Sway's? Or no, Beardo's. Yeah, Beardo's probably is. Axe is the devil's body spray. Yeah, I fucking hate that crap. Jesse, he was talking about some 80s stuff on the other day. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon was excellent. I was talking about that, but I sent her hang on here. I got the list. Let's see here. I sent her Hikaru Utada. Let's see. I sent her some NF, sent her some Son of Legion. What else we got here? Pentatonics, Nickelback, Wesley Arms. What else we got? The Score. We did Dean Lewis, Gnarls Barkley, State of Mind, Fort Minor, Five Finger Death Punch, Hollywood Undead. Like, we were going through like a huge beret of music for her. With Beardo or against him, Beardo has stuck to his guns, told the truth, and tells the truth. Yeah, exactly. Like, even if, like I said before, even if I didn't agree with him all the time, I still never want any of this shit to happen to him. It's fucking ridiculous. Yes, you did listen to majority of those. Nickelback you recognize. X body spray does make a good blowtorch. I mean, yeah, I completely agree with that. Getting a husband John a bottle of cologne for Christmas has been difficult not telling my husband about it. Should I tell the wife, I tell Shy, I don't want anything but like an hour of silence and I'm good. That's the best thing I can get. She needs more country. If I'm going to do country for her, I'm definitely going to send more upbeat country that she wouldn't expect. Exactly tells it how it is. Yeah, he does. Beardo really does. And I don't believe anyone for their opinion should be, basically tore down like that. And it's like, it is his opinion. He hasn't gone out to harass them or anything like that shit. And they're doing this in retaliation, and it's fucking disgusting. It really is. I finally got a glass bottle for something very important. Message in a bottle. Some people are allergic to the truth. That's true. Yes, Jesse, you're going to get some country. It's going to be upbeat country just to broaden your horizons a little bit. Jesse, no light country. I think I can find some you might enjoy. Just have faith. Have faith in me. I might find a couple you might like. What YouTube forgets in all of this is the First Amendment. See, the thing about that is, though, Beardo is UK. And the issue with that is it's not exactly the same. The other thing with that is it's when it comes to a copyright strike, it is more so involving the idea of using one's material illegally, right? Or incorrectly, which Beardo has never done. And he can state his opinion, but that's why they are going after him, was because of his opinion, but they're making a bogus claim over being something else. And that's kind of where he's sitting at. Spectral is unfortunately American. Well, yeah. That's why he can say whatever he wants to. Me first and gimme cover some... Me first and the gimme cover some country songs. I actually have a lot of really good country song covers. A lot of songs that are metal that go country. It's actually really good. I used to really enjoy Toby Keith. I got to see him live, but he was so goddamn shit-faced he couldn't really do much. It was fair play. It was fair use. But even fair use only protects you so much. And if they're going back on videos that he has not edited, which that's kind of what you have to do. You have to edit them at least one particular way or another. Like I either change the brightness, I change the saturation, I change the contrast, I change the speed, right? You have to do something to adjust the video. Otherwise, fair use might not always protect you. I still can't believe that twat showed up in Beardo's live. Yeah, I heard about that. I missed the live, Kim, but I hope he saw the response in chat. Oh yeah, Beardo probably definitely did. Some of my volunteers listened to it. New Country is Christian music with a twang. There actually is some Christian rock music that I think is really good. I love The Cat Is Still There. Yes. Disturbed, Sound of Silence. Disturbed has way better songs than Sound of Silence. I know it's blasphemy to say that, but yeah, he is definitely a POS. And the fact that openly stated it was basically a conspiracy to get Beardo taken off the platform should be something that should help Beardo and be in his favor. Which, like I said earlier, I have the actual comment that was sent to me, and I've read it. So it isn't even like me saying anything wrong. It is actually there. Simple Man was my husband's song with his mom at our wedding. Aw. I won't have my mom at mine if I ever get married. Shy and I live in a state that no longer supports common law, so she's not technically my wife. I actually think I sent her a Disturbed song, if I think about it. Pretty sure I did. Or if I didn't send her one, I was going to send her the one where I think it's called Pray. Be someone that can't be preyed upon, I think is the line in it. Ian and Moxley showed up and showed they were decent people. I was surprised. Well, the Midwestern Ghost Hunter has never openly admitted that he's kind of a parody channel, but he definitely fucking seems like he's a parody channel. So Billy Squire, yes. Disturbed? Yes. I think I sent you a Disturbed song. Or maybe I thought I was going to, and I might have just like taken a screenshot and just never sent it, which is very possible. I do that a lot. Oh, Stream Elements is telling me to tell you all to like the stream if you haven't liked it, to subscribe if you haven't been subscribed, because it's free on YouTube. But you got to pay on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube and you want to see more of my content, you should really hit that little fucking notification bell. Why? Because it apparently tells you when I do stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Midwest Ghost Hunter is actually really chill. And with him currently going through, chemo because of his... Is this his second or third bout with cancer, I think? I think it's his third. The fact that he actually kind of came to Beardo's defense is extremely, extremely telling of where his actual character lies, right? Or Sway will send a Karen if you don't do it. My state doesn't support common law either. Ours used to until like 15 years ago. Which is actually probably good, because then my father would have been married to my stepmother. And then...
oh boy, that could have been bad.
YouTube isn't going to pay any attention to what this video is. YouTube is never going to see this. I do hope YouTube does see like how many people are standing up for it. Yeah. Listen to Slipknot when I was a teenager, to listen to Slipknot. Oh yeah, Slipknot's amazing. I hit it on my way in like usual. Okay. Thank you, Mayo. Or send a Kevin. I bet you I could find you some Korn or Slipknot you might actually listen to, or I can actually take songs from the lead singer of Slipknot that you'll probably like in one of his other bands. Hell, I could even give you Johnny Depp's fucking band. Yeah, there is a GoFundMe with Bristol Paranormal, but Beardo stated that he didn't want anyone to do that, and I understand it that he didn't want it because he doesn't know what's fully happening just yet. I believe if he is in the 7-day period that I think he's in, they have to do something within those 7 days. Otherwise, these strikes can be removed. Prefer traditional sounding metal. I mean, I'm a huge fan of like Judas Priest, Blue Oyster Cult. I'm a massive fan of AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, Whitesnake. Yeah. Iron Maiden. Dio. Stone Sour, yep. So, of the masks they wear... Oh, some of the masks they wear are insane, yes. Max got really mad at me because I didn't know their names. Shit. I couldn't tell you their fucking names. I'm happy I remember my own some days. Now you're talking. I have a very large array of music. It goes from heavy metal to Gaelic opera to country to video game electric music to K-pop. I run a massive gambit. Metallica, well, yeah, Metallica's going to be in there. Shame Whitesnake have called it a day. I mean, a lot of bands kind of end up calling it a day. Over time, they just can't keep pumping stuff out anymore. Joe Bonamassa is amazing, by the way. Skrillex actually did a song with Hikaru. I think it's Hikaru. And she is the gal that did basically all the opening music to all the Kingdom Hearts games. And she did a song with Skrillex, I think like 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Scorpions are touring the UK. Nice. Music is art. Music is art. You don't always have to like the artist to like the artwork. And it's the same thing with like content creation. You don't always have to like the content creator. You can still like the content. However, if your content creator is a worthless piece of shit, you should at least come out and say they're a worthless piece of shit. But I do like what they create type of situation. You know what I mean? Styx, Rush, Billy Joel, yes. LordBiegel, I wish you were in the wrestling you wish I was in the wrestling stuff that Paranormale is doing. I am not a channel that would get that type of notoriety. I don't do paranormal content really at all. Shit. So rapid flickering makes me twitch. I can't help you with that. I don't know what to say if it flickers. That's on YouTube's part. Again, like I'll even take a screenshot for you if you want, and I will show you that I don't have any lost frames. So if there's something going on, it is not my doing. Not a part of me. I'll even do this to prove it. You can see how many frames I've lost, which is like none. So if it's doing it, it is not on my side. Like I have nothing. I can't help you. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, yes. I mean, Kenny Wayne Shepherd did fucking Blue on Black, so open to listen to new stuff. I do listen to the same like 5 bands. I'm somewhat open. I mean, yeah, you're open to new stuff. Alice Cooper, Rob Zombie, Ozzy's also stuff. Yes, Ozzy's amazing. I don't have a flicker or drop frame. Yeah, so Cal is saying that she's getting a flicker on the stream, and like I only have 14 missed frames out of 450,000, so I don't know what's going on there. Oh, okay. That's everyone telling me that J Cart dropped the thumbnail. Yes, J Cart is the one that made my thumbnail for this video, by the way. I was using a different thumbnail he made. He's like, I'll make you one real quick before he went to work. So, yeah, that's the one he came up with, which I'm very, very thankful for. Fleetwood Mac, I actually still listen to Fleetwood Mac. There's just not much he can do about that. Yeah, I have no idea on that. Right? Like, a lot of people say it looks really good. I don't know if... I really hope Cal's computer isn't crashing out. That'd fucking suck. Like, she even sent me a picture going, this is what I'm seeing. It's making me, like, twitch. I'm like, I don't know how to help you. There's some static noise, but not much. Yeah, that's going to happen from time to time. Bad to the Bone Paranormal. Love the cat. Yes, thank you so much. That is Remy. That is probably my most spastic of the cats. Hi. Are you actually sleeping? Welcome, by the way. It's fine. I need some exercise. Yeah, like if there's static and stuff like that, the static could actually be from the fan, or my gain might be slightly high, or you might be hearing my PC, because my PC is a little bit loud right now, but I don't know. Fleetwood Mac are great. Managed to watch Peter Green, original guitar player, before he passed away. She is a very pretty kitty. She really is. I am very surprised that she's been there this long. Usually she doesn't like being on the back of the chair, like, at all. Now, I am fairly certain I've seen that name somewhere before. Bad to the Bone Paranormal. I'm 100% sure I've seen that name. I'm trying to think of where. Where have I seen it? It's gonna fucking bother me. It's gonna bother the hell out of me. She's no tater totter parrot kitty, but she's alright. She's a really good cat. She's she's the one that caught the mouse and then let the mouse go. And then I couldn't catch the mouse afterwards. She catches them, she just won't kill them. She just drops them, they run away. I'm sure you have probably heard good and bad. See, I don't remember if I've heard anything bad, but I know I've seen the name. I just can't fucking place where. And I'm pretty sure I saw the name because someone was saying to go follow at one point in time. Probably J Cart's thing, I don't know. I mean, it could have been. It very well could have been. It's gonna bother me now. I know she's not, but the way she has her paw laying looks like she's hanging on for dear life. Yeah, she's definitely hanging on for dear life. Did a lot of debunks of Cody and Satori. Okay. That makes sense. I saw a number of those back in the day. Leaves them for you as gifts. No, if they're alive, that's not a gift. If they're alive, it is definitely not a gift. I'd like them to be caught, to be dead, so I can throw them out. You know what I mean? I don't want them to drop them and have them run. That is not what I need. Which makes things worse. I wish we could have a pet. Why can't you have a pet? Also, ignore his facial expressions. He's just got some RBF. Yes, I fucking have RBF all the damn time. Unless I'm smiling and laughing or throwing on a weird little accent. Yes, I usually have RBF. My cat is watching your cat. That's hilarious. Sometimes you watch Jake Hart's. Okay. He's actually a nice guy. I enjoy him. He's very, very friendly. He's got a good little community. He's a good little shit. Currently, he's at work. I don't know if he's actually watching this or not. Usually, he puts me on in the background when he's at work, just kind of doing what he normally does, and he just kind of jumps in at weird random times if you say the word clown. He's trying to teach you how to catch the mice. Yes, because I need to learn how to do it. Usually, if she drops a mouse, I have to try to catch it with like a... what is the fucking word I'm thinking about now? Tupperware. How did tapping on my desk remind me of Tupperware? I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I was thinking of. Shut up, Sway. He's not popping up here. No pets at my mother-in-law's house. Gotcha. I don't know. He just has so many people commenting. Yeah, he has a lot of them there. He said he'd be back. I know he said he'd be back. Like, so what he does, right? He goes to work. He usually puts me on in the background, and he just sits and he waits until the right moment to say hi. Yes, you guys are all fucking using clown now. God damn it. Oh yeah, he's a real good guy. I mean, so he and I made an agreement on like a price for thumbnails, right? For whenever he does them for me or whatever. Which this one I didn't even ask for. He just did this one for me because I was going to talk about the whole situation from my perspective, being an individual who has had these copyright things put against him before. And he's like, free of charge, here you go, and basically just runs away. Not been on Jake Hart streams in months, been sick. Then I would assume be the Cody and Satori stuff, because I watched a lot of that when that all was going on. 3 Clowns, I watched quite a few channels. We summoned one. Wait here. I don't know, though. We already summoned one. We might only get one a stream. Jake Hart and Stone Rock won tonight. Wait. Huh? Oh, in the wrestling thing? With Paranormali? I cannot say that fucking right. Shared link a few places tonight. I'm sure others have. Wait. Link for what? Link for what? I'm confused. The wrestling match? Spaghetti. Okay. I think I've only watched like 3 of those so far. He said he would be back, so maybe he'll come back. He is working. I know he's working because he said he was going to be working. Link for this for you. Oh, got you. Thank you, Mouse. Jake Hart's the only guy I know who would run to Killer Clowns, maybe like stroll over to. No, he would frolic to Killer Clowns. Are you serious? He would frolic. Like, he would be skipping to the loo, all right? Like, throwing freaking tulips and stuff on his way to Killer Clowns. Like, just big old grin on his face, excited with all fucking every inch of his being. And that's not that many inches, but yes. Paranormale. May already be here. We may never know. I mean, usually if he's watching, he's quiet. I like your costume. Wayne Dawson's costume? Because he got beat in a tag team match? Yeah, how Canadian of you. Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you, Sway? You would know.
God damn it, TikTok.
Holy shit, what's going on, Hart? Been a long time. Well, not very long since we've spoke, but a long time since I've seen you around. Need to catch up on the wrestling. Was working. Welcome in. How's it going? We primarily got all of our ranting and raving and thoughts about the whole copyright shit done earlier. From someone that's gone through that experience, it's not a pleasant one by any stretch of the imagination. Luckily, mine was nowhere near as severe, and I had my stuff overturned very quickly. And I got to repost the video that they had as the issue, so. But very ill, but you're still around. I know. You've always been free to message me at any point in time on Discord. I've never been shy of answering. In fact, anyone that's having a bad day is basically free to message me on Discord, even inside the PC Discord. Basically because I reply to almost anything, almost all the time. I can't guarantee I will always reply, but I try to. Sometimes it's just a hi, a hey, or something along those lines, depending if I'm working or not, but usually I try to get to people. Sometimes they get lost, but I try. Pretty disheartened by what Beardro's dealing with, but my heart is with him and his fam. Yeah, exactly. Send him TikToks, he loves that. Fuck. I don't need more people sending me TikToks. 4 is enough. I'm good. I don't need more. 4 people's enough. Just hit your funny bone. It wasn't so funny, was it? Oh, sorry, I gotta do the right laugh. Yeah. He always answers. I basically do always answer. I do not love TikTok. Wayne Dawson, your sister has been kicking ass lately in the ring. You're sitting up, something happened? Back of your tail's all floofy. You are spastic. Aren't ya? Yeah. You're spastic. Oh, underneath the chin? Oh, no? Oh, it's rude. You can be rude? Yeah, that's what I thought. You looked at. No. Thank you. She trying to be rude. No freaking Yes, Brooklyn does it. Dice does it. Tay messages me on the regular on TikTok, like every day I have messages from her. And slowly Jesse's going to start, interjecting and pouring them into. Discord and memes? I mean, yeah, we have some memes up there. I don't reply in memes very much, and I don't reply to them, but people try. I wish I could say I am. This illness is sticking like no other. 3 weeks I want out. I can definitely understand that. If you say you love the TikToks, like, they don't send bad TikToks. It's just when they send a very large amount in a short time period, it's like, holy fuck. Otherwise, I really don't care. And, like, honestly, I really don't care. Your phone will turn to a chocobo. No, it'll just sound like the fucking chocobo farm from Final Fantasy VII. That's exactly what it'll sound like. Wayne Dawson's working on his music. Before long, he'll be in stardom. You only sound like 1 or 2. Yeah, to start. You'd be like, he's at work. He won't get this for a couple hours. Let's just fucking bombard him. Send them mostly to one of my friends. Not this guy. I have very few friends. I'm okay with that. Usually my opinion drives people away, and that's okay. Ouch. But currently I'm of the opinion, like, we can all disagree. We can all agree. We can all be friends with each other. We can all be copacetic. We can all just move on with our days. We don't have to try to ruin people's lives out of shit that's not worth ruining it for. Don't know how X works. I barely use X. I have an account. I post every so often, but I really don't use it very much. Uh-huh. Sure thing, Jesse. Sure thing. I have recorded a couple on CDs. Yes! Do it! That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to know. Now I know who to go to if I need actual music to be done for me. I actually used to have a buddy, back in my Twitch days. His name was Lotus, and he actually made me my first song. And I think he called like LordBiegel's Playtime or something like that. And I don't remember like what spurred him to do it, or if he was, because he would make music live for people. And I think I was just the only person in there talking to him. He decided to name it after me, and he asked what I wanted from it, and I gave him a weird description, and it just kind of went with it. Scorpion Midas. Hello, all. Can't sleep due to a toothache, but at least I can catch a bit of the live. Well, thank you for dropping in. Wait, what? Who said anything about going there? I didn't tell anyone to go there. Tic Tac or Discord and everything, yeah. Fucking goddamn it. Oh yeah, Alpha. Oh wow, that's way back. I vaguely remember that. Yeah, Lotus. Like he made some amazing music. But I still have the song he made too, because I was told I can use it forever without ever worrying about anything. Because I was like the only person watching him that day when he made the song, and it's actually pretty good too. Well, put it this way: if you weren't a friend, I would not be talking to you as often. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward's trying to say the word sorry or whatever. It just never comes out right. I'm never fully admitting again. Yep, I know it. I use Twitter to look at artists' work and cat videos. There are a lot of artists on Twitter, that's for damn sure. Only reason I downloaded Twitter X is to ask YouTube to take a look at the wrong copyright strikes on Beardo. Like I said, I have it. I just don't use it very much. But in reality, like, Stone Rock doesn't use his very much. Jordan doesn't use his all that much either, I don't think. Like, I know a few people that really don't use theirs at all. And there's some people that post, like, every, couple hours, couple minutes. I have to watch them start later to get your thoughts. I caught Beardo's live. It was hard to watch the guy break down. So my thoughts are that it is all a form of retaliation. It is all a form of bullshit. That I believe there should be some form of recourse for those individuals. If there actually is video with him performing acts of copyright, then yes, the strike is deserved. However, since they had to go so far back to find anything, over a year, in fact, to find anything, I would say it's definitely retaliatory. Primarily over his opinion that they are fakes or that they do not produce enough valid evidence. And sometimes when he's saying that people are fake, he's definitely saying that they embellish or that they use theatrics or they use gadgets that have been known to give false positives. I'm hoping over the next 7 days, because that's what he has is 7 days now instead of 28, because he did go through the appeal process, that he wins at least on one of them and he gets to keep his channel. However, I do know and suspect that no matter what, even if he gets his channel, it will not be the same. And he will always be fearful from this day forward of this type of thing happening again. Me being a tiny little content creator, I really don't worry about it as much, like at all. I get no money from this. I get no real notoriety for what I do. I have an amazing community. They're all fun people. They are a part of J-Cart's community, Stone Rock's community, Beardo's community, Seg's community, and they're all very supportive and loving, and we all primarily get along. So I have, but Twitter people are a very different breed. Yeah. There's a better chance to get a hold of someone on YouTube than on X. I agree. I hope there's a pushback from YouTube for these fake strikes. Otherwise, the TOS are just lip service. At this point, I would just be happy if he gets to keep his channel. But he didn't. He said multiple times that he was done with those channels, and he laid off when Jade had her heart scare. This is wrong and unfair. I agree, right? I don't know what videos they picked up. I never got to see that. But I do know how Beardo handles himself. He is a little bit abrasive from time to time, but so the fuck am I, right? I piss people off on a regular. But he's never wanted people to lose their livelihoods. Like, he never wanted people to become what he's feeling right now. And I think the fact that they went out of their way to do that is despicable. I really do. Grifters suck. Agreed. I feel they have targeted Beardo as this is his prime source of income. Yes. It wouldn't affect other creators who just have a day job. Yeah. Like, Beardo's prime source of income is his content. Yes, his wife does work, but that is his prime source of income. So, yeah. He's Welsh. My bad. Is he? Well, for me, he's just a European. Sorry. I mean, Mark has been bragging about what he's done. Yeah, Mark kind of set up the conspiracy thing. I never want anyone to lose their homes or their jobs or whatever because I've been there. Like, this isn't something to lose that stuff over, in my personal opinion. Right? Aw, thank you for the follow, Mayo. That's great. Now there's going to be 5. I don't believe anyone should lose their livelihood over an opinion stating, I think these people are faking because XYZ. You know, even though they've said some heated things back and forth with each other, I don't think it should end like that. It really shouldn't. Certain people need to stop mass reporting and leaving hate comments on those channels. They're just making things worse for Beardo. They are. We've had to deal with that in this little community. It's all been, you know, a lot of bullshit, right? It comes down to a lot of bullshit when you have people going out of their way to make your life a living hell. It's really disturbing watching specific individuals gloat and feed with such disgrace. Yeah, it is. To be honest, I haven't been in my TikToks in months. Aw, you did just for me. Aww. It's just been done out of spite and a vendetta. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I really do. Because if other people really wanted to go after Beardo, they would have done it sooner, a long time ago. And I know some people have gone after him for various little fucking things, but this shouldn't be what happens here. He's not U.S. So that's kind of, you know, you can't really go with that because he's not an American citizen. Even American citizens really don't have that much freedom of speech. We do have a lot of censorship. He's the main breadwinner to use such terms. He got me onto Paranormal. First channel I got membership for, and the only channel I've sent gifts to, but I can admit he's blunt. He's very blunt. It's almost like falling out with a friend and they get child services onto you or your police want without any reason. They're crazy. Yeah, I can attest. That's kind of what it seems like. Like, I don't know how close he was with either group prior to his original videos on them. But either way, shouldn't be like this. It is severely targeting, and it does set a very bad precedent. Straight up. So if these copyright strikes go through, it basically will end up pushing out all the smaller debunking channels, in my personal opinion. Boo Productions already stated that if Beardo's channel goes, Boo Productions will likely, or Jeff specifically, will likely shut down their channel. Because you put too much risk on people at that point in time for no real reward out of it. You know, lose your livelihood or make a couple bucks before it happens type of situation, right? I feel it's a whole giant load and crock of shit, and I will until I'm blue in the face. There's not a damn thing I can do. I can just talk about it and express my opinions on it, and I think it's a whole lot of bullshit. And I think the pieces of shit that did it and are openly happy about it should look at themselves in the fucking mirror and ask, why did we have to go this far to prove that we're fucking pieces of shit? You could just let it go like any other debunking channel and just fucking let it fly and keep doing your own stuff, making your own money, because he's not stealing anything from you. He's just stating an opinion based on what you provide. That's what it comes down to. It's in thanks to beer that my eyes were open. I stopped watching twats like the twins. Unfortunately, free speech isn't the problem. It's abuse of copyrights. I agree, Beagle. It only feeds the incentive to cut people off, silence, and criticism because it hurts their feelings. If you can spend years getting over 60K subscribers and have two nasty people arbitrarily strike your channel and gloat, especially just before Christmas, yeah. He's not the biggest debunker, however, he seems to be the most talked about. This is another reason he was targeted. Yeah, definitely. Seg would have been a bad pick, as a lot of fakers like him. I will give up YouTube. I am a very loyal person. This is wrong on all levels. If they rule in favor of the instigator, YouTube is done being biased. It's never been unbiased, unfortunately. It like Twitch, like Kick, like Party, like Rumble, there's always some form of bias. And that's why people can do so many things for so long without anything actually happening. Look at all the creators on TikTok that have caused so much mayhem, destruction, and all that nonsense, and they go to another platform and another platform, another platform, just keep getting moved around, keep making money at it until they're finally arrested. Right? No platform is unbiased at all. I could get shut down for calling someone a retard. I could get shut down for calling someone a bitch, for calling someone a butt slut, a douche canoe. People could shut me down because that is hateful rhetoric. Do the words hurt? Yeah, words hurt. They do. And that's never going to fucking change, no matter how old we get, no matter how progressive we become. The words are never going to stop. They're always going to hurt. There are always going to be new words. You can't stop that. So what's been done is they put censorship levels in, and if people use those things, they can get shut down. Yep, only the other word for it, the word pussy. That was a word that got one of my videos marked, I guess is what you'd call it, because someone went out of their way to find that one word in that one specific spot and report it. You know, it happens. Constantly watch what I have to say, but just garbage. YouTube is a business at the end of the day, and wading into this could scare other creators off the platform. They will take the path least resistance. Here, that's doing nothing. Pretty much. However, I think Beardo is in one of the appeals processes, so there is a chance that one of them could be removed. I know that it's a possibility. Is it going to happen? I don't know for certain. I can only hope and pray that it does. And I know from experience being in that type of situation where someone is trying to get your videos taken down when there isn't much of a reason to, and trying to ruin your fucking channel or whatever. It is scary, but you gotta just keep plugging ahead and moving forward. That's all you can do. And if at the end of the day he doesn't have a YouTube channel, well, he's still got a Twitch channel. He can still make an X account. He can stream on Facebook. His massive following will follow him. So, like, his support will not end. He just might be in a different area to do it. Will the content be the same? I don't know. I think the content could be the same if he had people that he could sit down and talk to and get his heart back in it. He won't use Twitch anymore. I mean, I'm just saying it's a possibility, okay? Not that he will or that he won't. I'm saying that Twitch is a possibility. Kick is a possibility. X is a possibility. Facebook is a possibility. YouTube is just the platform that has provided him the most. There's always Rumble. Rumble is a site for that, yeah. I think one strike will get removed. YouTube can then say the system works, but nothing will bounce back on GCP and the other channel, sadly. Sadly, no. No, none of us will stand to watch him fall. We have voices. The best we can do is continue to shed light, truth, and facts, spread awareness, and that is happening. Indeed, it is. Yeah, Rumble isn't much better than the others, but when it comes down to it, if your favorite creator moves somewhere else, you either follow or you don't, you know? I'm on both Twitch and YouTube. I have a Kick account. I don't use it very much, but I have one. But to me, this isn't my livelihood, so I don't have a risk. You know, he has a risk, and his entire livelihood is at risk, and I think it's a load of crack fucking bullshit. I really do. And all I can hope is that it gets rectified. Because think if someone was trying to remove your entire account, literally over nothing, it would suck. I think the safest is to have his own website and broadcast from there to other platforms. True. You can tell me to shut up at any time I hate injustice like this and people abusing systems to be dicks. No, you're perfectly fine. I'm in the same boat. I don't like injustice. In fact, I have fought against it quite a lot. Like, I have tutored people in law enforcement. I have tutored people in law and ethics. I have done a lot of stuff to help fight injustices many times over. I understand. This is just one situation where I can't do much, you know, and there's just nothing more I can do besides talk about it. And it sucks. You know, I don't have Beardo on like speed dial or anything like that. I don't have him in my emails. I can't just get a hold of him and have him sit down and have a drink and a conversation with me to try to tell him that everything will be okay. I don't have that. So Hopefully at least those channels will lose their subscribers. Oh, they could. They might not. You never know. You're not alone in those thoughts, but you are correct. This is wrong and unjust, but it won't go unnoticed. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely being noticed by many people. By many people. We love you too, Kimberly. Hey, a lot of websites left the bots in charge. It's all about that dollar. Bots are inexpensive. But I suppose it's getting to be about that time, and I got to be up in about 6 hours here, and then off to work for 10. So I'm going to call her there, guys. You know my opinion on it. I think it's a whole lot of bullshit. Beardo deserves the support he's been getting. I want to thank you guys for being as supportive as you are and for reaching out to basically everyone all the time and making sure that everyone stays happy and healthy as much as possible. And you guys are an amazing, loving group of people, and I'm glad you're in so many communities. No naked flames around Perfume Boy. I did not. I shouldn't be around him tomorrow at all. He's supposed to be gone, so. You guys have a wonderful evening. I am off to get bed. Good night, good night, good night.